We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Matt Dennis, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
And, fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. Well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. In now, Austin Hayes. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. No balls and a strike to count. Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. Strike 2 called on the inner half, 0-2 now. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Roll, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping into the box, Aaron Shell watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
If you want to win the triple crown, you have to drive in a lot of runs, and this guy's done that. He's driven in several in the last 10 games.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart.
Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. And we get another look here. He is now in elite company with home run number 70 right there. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Renato Nunez. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers.
This guy's just what you're looking for if you're looking for one of your corner spots that have some power. Not only glove work on one of the corner positions, but lots of thunder in that bat.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Orioles settle for 1. We'll move on to the bottom. Next for Seattle, Jake Fraley. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Runners on the move for second to short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Mariners leave 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Aaron Shell. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute, that fires me up right there.
Up next for the Orioles, the third baseman.
And here's Renato Nunez as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
3-0 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
That one's in there. 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove in one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Hayes on second, Shell at first, 1 gone. Again, another foul ball. Another payoff pitch. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Into the seats, 0-1. This year against right-handed pitching, Santander carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. On the year, Santander comes into action carrying a slugging line above 470. Obviously a potent hitter looking to do some damage right here. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
The 0-2 once more. It's taken. That's ball 1.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Count still at 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
2-2.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. He's got it. 1 there. He won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Pedro Severino.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pedro Severino stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Orioles settle for 1. We'll move on to the bottom of inning.
Back now for the Mariners' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season.
Digging in, Dylan Moore. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Third baseman.
The windup and the 0-1. To short. Reined in. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Digging in, Aaron Shell. He singled his last time.
Aaron Shell.
First offering on its way.
Ball, that's in.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Now a hard liner, but foul.
When the guy on the mound has complete command of his off speed, especially his changeup, sometimes as a hitter you just have to give up pull side to stay on it.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, and it remains a. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Hitter, J.P. Crawford.
The 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up, barehanded for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. A hit and an error in the inning, but they failed to score. Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping up as the shortstop, Aaron Shell.
Aaron.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's off
A
the
couple of
plate.
righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
Ball.
Fastball just missed above the zone. Where this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. The Orioles jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Justice Sheffield is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mariners. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Weather not much of an issue tonight, a mild 65 degrees here at game time. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
First pitch on its way. Hayes doesn't usually enjoy left-handed pitching like this as much as he does at-bats against right-handers. I'm not sure if it's a comfort thing or if he just sees the ball better coming from the right side, but that's the book on him at this point in his career. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Roll, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on an inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
First things first, here's a throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Aaron Shell stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he's sitting off speed right there.
And it's quickly 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Ball, that's out.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Runners on first with one down. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able.
And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Striding forward now is the DH, Renato Nunez. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which currently sits as third best in the American League.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are surprised by that. Listen, it's still early. I'm not saying he won't keep this up, but things tend to even out as the season goes along.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Ball 1.
Too low with a fastball there. One ball, 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Hey, wait for yours here.
Fouled away.
Hey, come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And just like the ex-girlfriend who ain't coming back, that one is gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. So a milestone here. And even 50 home runs on the year now. And the Orioles have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Oh, man, it's so rare to see a guy put up 50 dingers in a season, especially in recent years. Well, he just did. It's been incredible to watch. What a season.
Rio Ruiz to the plate now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Slow roller down the third baseline. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Batting 6.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. The numbers coming in, he's at 255, 10 home runs, and 29 driven in. 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, let it rip here.
3 runs already home here. Fouled off. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Now at the plate, Albert Almora. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Inside, ball
And a
1.
good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Hey, your pitch, your pitch.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hard liner to center field. Lewis is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors in him. Digging in now for the Mariners, Shed Long. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Shed Long.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. The second for 1, on to first to complete the double play.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, 2-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3.
Now at the plate, Aaron Shell. He reached on a single in his first try.
Shell.
He's set and the pitch.
1-0.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a two-run shot to left center. He creeps closer now. His 71st on the season. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything. He can extend his arm.
In now the Mariners DH, Jake Fraley.
Number 8.
There as this is rolled out to short. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Ready to take his hacks again, Aaron Shell, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Long has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles as they're unable to. At the plate, Aaron Shell. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And the pitch.
Ball, that's in.
Hit hard down the line. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight. Renato Nunez will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate.
Come on, let it fly right here.
From the stretch, and there he goes towards second. In there, now the throw. He's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. Crawford gloves it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Just gets a piece of it, strike one. 7 runs, 11 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will get foul for strike 2. Here it comes on 0-2. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. Popped him up. France has room in foul territory, and he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in once again, Pat Valaika, and their runners at the corners now.
Pat Valaika.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 0-1 pitch.
Nope.
Missed
Ball
low
one.
and inside with it, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runners on first and third, 2 away.
Hey, have a good rip up there, huh?
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Wait for your pitch up there, huh?
The 2-2 one more time.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Orioles strand a couple, but they lead it by 4. Ready now, Braden Bishop. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a ball. It's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Ready for another shot now, Aaron Shell. He'll look to keep it going, 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. Now here it comes. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Did a good job to shorten up and to protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lewis waits on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Settling in now, Shed Long. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, another double play right here would certainly end this game. Let's see if they pitch him the same way. Hard in, soft away.
Fielded cleanly to second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. 8-3 tonight. The O's host road win number 40 on the year. Cole Stewart earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Justice Sheffield struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney. This is Matt Best. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got George Kirby, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. 3-0 to him now.
Big guy, get your pitch, huh?
The pitch. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Here's the 3-2. Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game. Striding in, Austin Hayes. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. To the left side, but it's well fouled. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Kirby, a 25-year-old. This is his second year as a major leaguer. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up. And there's out number 2. Now at the plate, Aaron Shell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Renato Nunez. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which currently sits as 3rd best in the American League. Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
Any way you can. Here we go. Hey, 90 feet anyway, kid. Here we go.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2 out, runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, D-Roll, you touched it on right there. I think as a pitcher, when you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket, that 2-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
Ball 4.
And that misses. Ball 4. So it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 out. Anthony Santander, the next to bat. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball, that's inside.
And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Santander carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
A strike, and it's 2-1.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
The 2-1 pitch. 2 men are on with 2 men out.
Hey, get your pitch, stay through it. Let's go. Try it.
Throws it on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Orioles strand a couple. So now the Mariners offense gets to work. Now to the plate, Shed Long.
Batting 8th, the second baseman, Shed Long.
Grounded to first, right to him. One there, on to first, and they turn the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though.
Ready for another chance? Aaron Shell. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Orioles lead 1. They trail this one.
Back now for the Mariners' 3rd turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, when Coach...
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Evan White. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit to short, reined in. And that's out number 1. Coming to the plate now, Dylan Moore.
Now batting, right fielder, Dylan Moore.
Working for the punch out and the off. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they'll have runners at 2nd and 3rd following the 1-out double.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was upset about the call in the previous pitch, which could have been strike 3. Then he serves up one for a double. Good example of why you have to have a short memory in this game. You let those things get to you, and oftentimes they lead to more mistakes.
The 1-0 home. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from 3rd. And the run is in to score from 3rd. It's a 2-0 ball game. Into the box, Shed Long.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jeff Long.
From the stretch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Long is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. M's pick up a run on 2 hits. We played 4 full. Seattle leads this one. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And into bat next is Albert Almora.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. 1-2, here it comes. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Standing in, Will Benson.
Up next for the Orioles, the right fielder, Will.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Count is 1-2 now. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Ramon Urias. He's 0 for 1 thus far. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Evan White. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
White.
The 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run, 1 error. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Ryan Mountcastle. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, let's get it a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Lewis looks up. And just like the ex-girlfriend who ain't coming back, that one is gone. Ryan Mountcastle has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
Austin Hayes is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Into the corner and slicing foul. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's going to beat me.
Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And as you can see on the graphic, he currently sits second on the Orioles in that category.
Now batting, the shortstop, Aaron.
Into the box, Aaron Shell, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Nobody out, runner on first. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he takes a cold strike 1. Nunez brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing back, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball. In now for the O's, Aaron Shell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch.
No, inside.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Come on, big, get your pitch. Let's go.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, your turn. Drive him in.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Come on, big guy. I need you right now.
In the dirt. The tag, and he is safe on a very close play at the bag.
And this is why you can't lose focus for a second when you're behind the plate. Any mistake a catcher makes has serious consequences. This is a pass ball, and the runner moves into scoring position.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Hard hit ball to second, fielded cleanly. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Orioles settle for 1. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Mariners. Juan Nicasio is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 41.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Evan White. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Leading off for the Mariners.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Evan.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. The slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Non-competitive pitch right there runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Outside, 3-0 now. Nicasio, the former Ranger, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Swing, strike 2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you as a pitcher. Were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, Dero. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Hayes on the run for it. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
And he comes back with 1 in there for a high strike. To third. He's right there. Throw to first is in time for the first down. So digging in now, Taylor Trammell.
Now batting, left fielder, Taylor Trammell.
Here we go. Here's the first pitch to him. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings 1 home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. Shed Long is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also, an opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Hey, come on now.
Chopped on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Carl Edwards Jr. comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 16.
Into the box now, Renato Nunez. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1. Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Anthony Santander comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lewis waits on it. 2 down. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Now the pitch. This is line to left. Trammell is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.